Opening segment, Brock Lesnar returns. Segment rating, 9.5 out of 10. Raw wasted absolutely no time getting everyone's attention. King of the Ring winner Oba Femi came to the ring to celebrate one of his biggest accomplishments of his career. Instead of immediately cashing in his championship opportunity, he was interrupted by none other than Brock Lesnar. The return instantly changed the atmosphere inside the arena. Rather than rushing Oba into a world title program, WWE pivoted into a personal rivalry that has been brewing for months. Lesnar challenged Oba to finish the rivalry inside Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam, and Oba accepted without hesitation. I actually like this decision. Yes, Oba earned a championship opportunity, but finishing his rivalry with Brock makes him look like a fearless competitor rather than someone chasing a title at all costs. If WWE executes this correctly, Oba could come out of SummerSlam looking like an even bigger superstar than he already is. Rey Mysterio versus Ethan Page, match rating 3.75 out of 5. A very solid opening match. Ethan Page continues proving he belongs on the main roster. His heel work was outstanding, especially when he attempted to remove Rey's mask. That immediately gave the match emotional stakes. Rey did exactly what legends are supposed to do, make younger talent look incredible while he's picking up a meaningful victory with the 619 frog splash. Joe Henry continues to entertain. Segment rating 8.5 out of 10. Joe Henry remains one of WWE's most entertaining acts. The celebration alongside the new World Tag Team Champion before defeating Austin Theory was funny without overstaying its welcome. Then, once the bell rang, Henry backed up his comedy with another convincing win. Sometimes wrestling needs moments that simply make the audience smile, and the segment accomplished exactly that. Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight, match rating 4 out of 5. This match was much bigger than just Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight. Jey Uso's presence at commentary constantly created distraction. Jimmy capitalized for the victory, and then the real story began afterward. Solo Sikoa attacked Jimmy, creating more tension within the bloodline, but Jacob Fatu also teasing his own agenda. This entire storyline suddenly feels unpredictable again. This wasn't just another television match, it advanced multiple rivalries at the same time, which is something WWE has done much better over the past year. Women's division. The one thing I continue appreciating about Raw is how much attention the women's division receives. Excuse me. Io Sky's celebration didn't last long before the Judgment Day interrupted and brutally attacked her, immediately creating more sympathy for the Queen of the Ring while giving Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez additional momentum. Later in the evening, Raquel Rodriguez defeated Maxine Dupree to earn a future Women's Intercontinental Championship opportunity. Nothing felt rushed. Every segment served a purpose. Chad Gable versus JD McDonough, match rating 4.25 out of 5. This may have quietly been the best pure wrestling match of the night. JD McDonough and Chad Gable have incredible chemistry. Their counters were smooth, the pacing was excellent, the crowd became more invested as the match continued. Danhausen's interference afterward added another layer to the Dominic Mysterio storyline while allowing Gable to secure the submission victory without hurting anyone's momentum. Main event segment, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, segment rating 10 out of 10. This was the highlight of the entire show. Seth Rollins came to the ring and delivered one of his strongest promos in recent history. Instead of simply demanding another title match, Seth attacked Roman Reigns psychologically. He reminded Roman that despite everything Roman has accomplished, there's still one rival he has never truly conquered. Roman initially brushed Seth off, but the more Seth spoke about legacy, family, and unfinished business, the more Roman began to realize Seth was right. Finally, Roman accepted the challenge. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam is officially set. This wasn't just another contract signing, this felt personal. These two have over a decade of history together, and WWE leaned heavily into that emotional investment instead of relying on cheap insults. That's why the segment worked so well. Superstar of the night, Seth Rollins. Nobody controlled the audience like Seth Rollins. His promo elevated the Roman Reigns rivalry from another title match into what feels like the culmination of years of history. When Seth speaks, fans listen. Match of the night, Chad Gable versus JD McDonough. Biggest positives, Brock Lesnar's return immediately made SummerSlam feel bigger. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins delivered an incredible closing segment. WWE continued building multiple storylines simultaneously. Chad Gable and JD McDonough quietly stole the show inside the ring. SummerSlam already looked stacked with several blockbuster matches. Negatives. Some matches feel slightly short and could have benefited from a few extra minutes. The women's matches didn't receive as much ring time as they deserved, and a couple of backstage segments felt more like setups than must-see television. Final thoughts. Overall, I thought this was one of the better episodes of Raw in recent weeks. It wasn't overloaded with swerves, surprises, and debuts. Instead, WWE trusts its characters and long-term storytelling, and that made the entire show feel important. The biggest winners coming out of Raw were Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Obafemi. Those 4 stars now headline some of WWE biggest SummerSlam stories, and based on tonight, the road to SummerSlam looks incredibly exciting. Final grade, 9.1 out of 10.